Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how simple it is to program a PLC to control a frequency converter using the Schneider Electric's OEM platform SoMachine. And as you can see, I have the new software installed, SoMachine V4.1. So to show this demo, I'm going to use M258 PLC, and the drive will be ATV 312. I'm going to use my assistant to create a project. I will give a project name ATV control, and I will check my fill buttons needed because I'm going to use CanOpen between my PLC and the drive. And I can see on my list it's already filtered the PLC with CanOpen interface. I go to M258 and I can see the hardware specification for this one where my mouse points. I choose this one in my demo case. My program language will be function block diagram. I create project. So in the workflow, the new workflow, you can see the configuration part. I can add and remove hardware. Application design part, I can program my controller, program my HMI, set up my safety functions and motion profile. And afterwards I can make multiple download to all device by one click, or I can make maintenance, flash firmwares, and so on. So now I go to my controller. Now I want to make the program. So in the programming interface, I can see pretty much look like the old codices, but with some new features. So on the left side, the navigation side, I have 3 tabs. One is for my devices, is my hardware setup, and I have my application tree, so all the software part, the code part, task part, and the tools tree where will my library manager, trace, visualization, and so on. And the right side, there's my toolbox as usual, and then I have my software and hardware catalog where I can find controllers, HMIs, devices, and macro functionalities. And all these I can drag and drop from right side to the left side. So I want to add an ATV312. I want to use the device template functionality where I can get the function block and the visualization served from the beginning. So I will take the ATV312 visualization, and now I can drag and drop to my hardware tree, and as the only place I can drop it is on my CanOpen, and other places is grayed out. Very nice. Drop it. Device name, I call it ATV312. This will be my axis reference I will use later on as input to my function block. Device address, my CanOpen address is 1 on this one, and the program section where my function block will be added will be my one and only POU. So okay to that. Now the SoMachine will automatically import all the libraries needed to my code and the visualization. So if we look at the device tree, the template automatically added CanOpen Performance Manager to manage my bus, and it has managed to add ATV312 as a node. I can configure it if I double click on it. In my application, on my code, the template added a function block called Altivar Startup, which is universal for all our ATVs. So it doesn't matter if I use 312 or 71 or 32. And input axis will be my ATV312 and a command word to provide the control of the axis. and control mode to control to define where the control should come from application or visualization. Velocity in the ramps reference, and the output I have my status and actual velocity and current consumption of the drive. And as just like everything, all the other program, I can click on F1 when I stand on a function block, and the program automatically opens the help file to provide some informations on the function block. So actually I can read the input for example, the command word here as input. So if I write 1, it will be enable the drive, 2 disable the drive, 3 to reset, 4 to stop, and 9 to move velocity. So basically I have full control of the drive just using an integer. Okay, let's close that. As mentioned before, I can use my control mode input to use either visualization or application to control the device. So let's check out the visualization. In Tools tree, you can see here the device template added a visualization to make the control graphical, very easy to understand. I got my status as feedback and a command as input. So that's it. That's all I need to do is drag and drop a device template to my CanOpen. So now let's go online to the PLC. I go to my device tree, double click on my controller, and with the new SoMachine V4.1 there's a new gateway interface as well. Now I can see all the attached controller online. I can see on my network there is a 1258 and 1251, and without connecting to it I can see the current running project on the controller. I can see the current IP address, time since boot, node name, firmware version as well. Very useful. And as a new feature I can also ping a controller. So now the controller can identify themselves by blinking with all LEDs on the front. This is very useful especially if you have multiple controller on the same network, so you can see which one you are actually logged into. So now my M258 is highlighted. I can log in and make a download to the controller. I confirm, yes, and download. Okay, and we can see the left side, all my hardware is functional. There's a green circle to the left side of my interfaces, so everything's running. My CanOpen is functional and my node is operational, so everything's good. Now I just need to start my PLC so I can execute my code. Now the PLC is in run. I go to my application tree, opens my code. I can see I'm online on my code. The command word is 0, so there's no active command yet. So I switch to my visualization here. I can see my current state is in error stop. There's an error code given as well. Right now actual velocity is 0, actual current is 0. And command, I can trick the commands by using these buttons and give the reference, velocity reference and acceleration, deceleration reference by enter values in this place. So let's try. I need to clear the error first by press reset. So now the status is disabled, it's ready. Now we can enable the drive by clicking enable, and my operation state is in run and ready. drive in standstill. Now we can give the reference. Let's run 40 Hertz. 40 Hertz and move velocity. So you can see the acceleration, that velocity is increasing, and now I'm actually in the velocity, and I'm busy state. I'm in a continuous motion state because now it's a endless movement with the velocity. So the drive is running, and I can stop the drive by press stop. So that's it. Very simple. One drag and drop to control a frequency converter. Now, as a bonus intro, I want to show you a new feature comes with the new 4.1. Let's log out first. I go to my tools tree. So the new feature is the Webvisualization, which means that I can now project the visualization created in SoMachine to a web page, which will be available for all the browser which supports HTML5. So that makes remote control very easy. So where I do that is very simple. I add visualization manager. I just add Webvisualization. Add. And now SoMachine will load extra libraries to handle this feature. And by the way, this feature is completely free, which comes automatically with SoMachine, and is embedded in platform M251, 258, and 241. So my Webvisualization, I can see here, is pointing at ATV 312 ManVisu I just created before. The name of the HTML5 is WebVisu. I need to remember this because I have to enter this in my web browser. My update rate is 200 milliseconds, which is okay. I use a special size to fit my screen. So that's it. I make a new download, full download to my controller. Yes. Download done. Close this. Let's log in. Yes. Okay, my visualization is running in SoMachine, and I need my IP address first. I open my gateway. I can see the IP address is 10.10.0.101. Remember that. I open my browser. I'm using Firefox. I just enter my address here. There. 10. It's already here. So what I need to enter is the controller's IP address plus port 8080 / webvisu.htm. Enter, and voila, that's my web visualization. And now I can control it from my browser. Reset arrow, enable the drive, and move 50 Hertz. So they're running totally in parallel, and this is a very useful feature. And this feature is very I can show you one thing more. It's very nice. I just close this. Now I'm using a template visualization. So It's actually very flexible if I want to add extra elements in my visualization. In my toolbox, I can add all these elements which will look like Microsoft's standard Windows elements. There's tab control, there's combo box, table to automatically map array datas, sliders, progress bar, checkbox, radio buttons, and so on. I can add meters, which is quite nice looking, and potentiometers. There's lamps, different kind of lamps, and I can add weight symbol and trace and ActiveX element. So there is a lot of possibilities to make a nice looking visualization and useful. So I hope this is useful for you, and good luck with your new solution.